Today I'm going to show you how to solve a 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication word problem using the traditional method, standard method. Um, some people call it standard method, traditional. It's not the area model. We've already used area model before, but we're going to do a different method called traditional or standard method. Okay, let's take this first word problem. For instance, let's read this together. A basketball team plays 82 games each year. How many games will the team play in 25 years? Okay, you know what my expectations are. You know I expect you to annotate 82 games, 25 years. So a basketball team plays 82 games each year, or you could say in 1 year. How many games will the team play in 25 years? So we're going to use the traditional method. We're going to put 82 times 25. Now, if you look at the problem, 82 times 25, let's make it a simpler problem. Let's look at it as 82 times 5. For the time being, let's just forget about this 2. Let's look at it as 82 times 5. So if you come over here to the side and you put 82 times 5, now we just made it a simpler problem. We turned it from a 2 by 2 to a 2 by 1. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking it down for you in sections to make this a lot simpler for you. We know how to do 82 times 5. So let's do 82 times 5. So that would be 5 times 2 equals 10. And I expect you to put the plus 1 on top. And then we always start with the ones place times the ones place. Now we're going to the ones place times the tens place. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 1 is 41. And if you solve this on the side, 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 1 is 41. So the 410 is the first row. So on the second row, don't forget the 0 because that's the placeholder. We already multiplied the ones place times the ones place, the ones place times the tens place. So therefore we put the placeholder right underneath this section. Now we move over to the tens place, and now we go 2 times 2 because it's in the tens place. We always go back to the ones place. 2 times 2 is 4, and then back to the tens place. 2 times 8 is 16. Make sure we cross that out. And then all you have to do is add up the partial products. We have 0, 5, 6 plus 4 is 10, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, 2050. That would be our answer, would be letter D. I want you to read this next problem with me. There are 27 teams in a hockey league. There are 16 players on each team. How many players are in the hockey league? Once again, I expect you to annotate 27 teams, 16 players on each team. You could say there are 16 players on one team, and we know that there are 27 teams. How many players are in the hockey league? So we're going to multiply again using the traditional method, standard method. 27 times 16. And once again, we can make it a simpler problem. 27 times 6. Remember to use your multiples if you need to refer back to your multiple sheet. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 4, 16. And then same thing, we just broke it into a simpler problem. 7 times 6, 42. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. On the second row, don't forget the 0. Make sure we cross this out. And now we go to the tens place, and we always go back to the ones place first. Multiply the tens place times the ones place. 1 times 7 equals 7. 1 times 2 equals 2. And then we add the partial products. 2, 7 plus 6 is 13. 2, 3, and 4, which would give us the product of 432. Now, you can always check with the area model. I would check every multiplication problem with the area model just to be sure you didn't make any mistakes.